What is up, YouTube? My name is Trinity, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today, I'm going to be starting a little series on my channel where we're going to be talking about one cryptid from every state in the US. After this, I probably want to do another series just talking about famous cryptids from other parts of the world, but early in my YouTube career, I did a lot of like 3 cryptids you've never heard of, 5 sea monsters you've never seen before, that kind of stuff. And I liked those videos. They were a lot of fun because I got to spend a lot of time researching cryptids, which, you know, are my bread and butter. So it's been fun going through every state and just seeing what their local legends are. Now, I just want to forewarn you, these aren't necessarily the most popular ones per state, just because a lot of them were different variations of Bigfoot and lake monsters, and I didn't want a list of just 50 different types of Bigfoot. However, that doesn't mean that if I skip over your personal favorite one that you can't leave it down below, because I love learning about all of the different ones, or if I leave out any facts or information about the legend itself, again, be sure to leave it down below because I loved researching and learning about everything for this video. So the first one we're going to be talking about is the Alabama White Fang. And no, I'm not trying to do a poor imitation of a southern accent. It is literally spelled T-H-A-N-G.
Spit on that thing!
Now, the White Fang has been reported on in the Morgan, Etowah, and Jefferson counties of the state since the 1940s. Now, there are some differing reports, but most of them say it is a large, 7-foot-tall creature covered in long white hair. Other descriptions are a little bit different. Some say that there's no eyes or no ears, or even that it's more alien-like, but most reports say it does look essentially like a Yeti, kind of. And speculation usually goes into an albino Bigfoot or bear. It is also said to have a scream or screech similar to the scream of a woman or a mountain lion. And if you've ever heard mountain lions scream, it sounds a lot like just a screaming woman. Now, I do have a description here that I'm going to read for you. Unfortunately, I didn't get an attribution as to who said this and when. However, if I do find that, I'll add it in later. Quote, "It looked like a lion, you know, bushy betwixt a dog and a lion. It was white and slick with long hair. It had a slick tail, down on the end of the tail, a big old bush of hair." The next one we're going to be talking about is the Alaskan Kalupalik. Now, if you're more familiar with Inuit legend or language in general, please let me know down below if I said it right. Now, like I said, this is an Inuit legend, Inuit people being the indigenous people of Alaska and beyond. But anyways, the Kalupalik is a humanoid creature with green skin, long black hair, and long nails that lives in the icy waters around Alaska. They allegedly hum in order to lure children to the edge of the water, where then they will snatch the child and put them in their amautek. Again, let me know if I'm saying that right. But essentially, an amautek is a parka worn by Inuit women that has a pouch in the back in order to carry small children. So essentially, this creature wears that and will snatch them, put them in the pouch, and the children will never be seen again. Parents and elders will use this legend in order to warn their children to stay away from the water's edge or to dissuade them from disobeying them. Otherwise, she will come ashore and take them. Like a lot of water legends, this seems to be one that originates from the need to keep children away from large bodies of water, just because that's very dangerous for small children that don't know how to swim. So it seems like every culture has at least a couple of water legends like that. Number 3 is Arizona's Tombstone Thunderbird. Just wanted to say that the Thunderbird is a separate legend in many indigenous cultures, but I believe the use in this one isn't exactly relating to those legends. I believe the word was just kind of used. As the legend goes, on April 26, 1890, the Tombstone Epitaph published a story about 6 gunslingers who had shot a gigantic creature from the sky, followed by an alleged photo of these men holding up a huge pterodactyl-like creature dead in front of a barn with an 18-foot wingspan. Though, interestingly, even though this would have been a huge discovery, you'd think the creature itself, its body would have been preserved, or at least the photo would have been well taken care of, maybe kept in some files somewhere or kept someplace safe, since that is an amazing discovery and it's a huge legend for a town, but the photo was never found. Many believe that this story was made up in order to keep the town of Tombstone on the map, because in the late 1800s, Tombstone, which was a mining town, was kind of dying out because mining as an industry was going out of business. So this story was made up in order to attract people back to the town and keep it going for a bit longer. Next is the Arkansas White River Monster, nicknamed Whitey. So as the name suggests, this is allegedly a large, unidentified creature that lives in White River near Jackson County. Sightings began in 1950 and were kind of sporadic until 1937, when there was a witness, allegedly. On July 1st of 1937, Bramlett Bateman allegedly saw the creature and said it had gray skin and was as wide as a car and as long as 3 cars. News of his sighting spread very quickly, and people even started constructing a huge net in order to try to catch this creature. Though after failure to catch it, money and resources for the construction of this huge net just dried up, and nothing was really seen or heard about of the creature until 1971. Someone reported seeing a 20-foot long gray creature with a horn sticking out of its forehead and spines lining all the way down its back near White River. And in the area, there was a trail of 14-inch, 3-toed footprints through an area with broken trees and vegetation, though unfortunately the culprit was never found. Theories of what this creature is, or what at least started the legend, range from a very large fish to an elephant seal, though I'm not sure what an elephant seal would be doing in Arkansas, though I suppose weirder things have happened. In 1973, the Arkansas State Senate established the White River Monster Refuge and made it illegal to harm the monster within this refuge. So that's kind of cool, but also I feel like you have better things to do with your time. And the last creature we're going to be talking about today is California's lone Pine Mountain Devil. Now, the Pine Mountain Devil is said to be a small winged carnivore and potentially a relative to the East Coast Jersey Devil. Now, some say they almost look like little pterodactyls, but others say they're more bat-like creatures and they inhabit the southwest US and northern Mexico. They are also said to have razor-like talons and multiple rows of venomous teeth. Now, it's said that they kill their prey by attacking their head and torso and only feeding on the cartilaginous parts and leaving the rest of the body just there. They're also apparently seen as peacekeepers, which kind of contradicts the last one, but peacekeepers of nature. So essentially, they'll go after anyone who's kind of disrespecting nature and the woodland around there. Now, there have never been any pictures of these creatures, nor videos, and there haven't really been any credible reports of them since 1928, though probably the most famous documentation of their existence happened in 1875. A group of 37 Spanish settlers made up of men, women, and children were traveling through the area and went missing. They never arrived at their destined location, just disappearing without a trace in the Sierra Nevada mountains. 2 months later, though, a group of copper miners found Father Justice Martinez, who was part of this group that went missing. He was apparently weak and had no supplies, and communicated to the group that he had taken a vow of silence because of the horrors that he had seen when he was confronted by, quote, beasts damned by the good Lord. The celebration of St. Roderick turned into apparently a riotous orgy, in his words, and the settlers in this group began to cut down and burn the surrounding area. The priest wrote that he had taken refuge nearby the group but a little farther away, and he witnessed through the night these flying demonic creatures coming down and attacking and killing these settlers. And he took that and because of the horrors he allegedly witnessed that night, he decided never to speak again, which is really fucking crazy no matter what happened. I'm not sure if any other further investigation was done into what happened or if bodies were ever found, but it's so crazy that there's like documentation out there. Like, this is what these guys really believed happened. So those are all of the cryptids I'm going to be talking about today. Next time we will continue with Colorado and go from there. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. It really helps get my videos out to other like-minded individuals that may enjoy spooky content like this. And if you have any friends or family that you think would also enjoy the video, please be sure to share it with them. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload. And if you're a fan of cryptids and creepy things in general, be sure to check out my creepy stuff playlist, where you will find essentially all the creepy topics that I talk about on my channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.